you try to restrain the mind in meditation, you see how powerful it is. In the Sermon on the Mount, in the Bible, Jesus Christ says that blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Somebody asks how, not to Jesus Christ, but somebody asked later on that, how do you know that? How do I know whether I'm pure in heart or not? And he says, one way, Swami Sarvapriyanand writes in his book, Sermon on the Mount according to Vedanta. He says, one way, sit down and try to meditate. Try to think of God. Try to pray, try to think of God. For the next 2 minutes, I will think of God and nothing else. Try to do that. Very soon you will find in 20 seconds, in 30 seconds, other thoughts will start arising in the mind. It will bubble up. The very fact that I cannot hold on to one thought for any length of time, for a minute or 2 minutes or 5 minutes, it shows that the mind has impurities. It is restless. It keeps on generating. What is the nature of these impurities? We'll see later. So, it is strong. It cannot be controlled. Even if you want to control it, cannot be controlled. Well, maybe it will settle down. Maybe its attention will be diverted. Maybe it will become nice later on. No. He says, it is dridham. It is set in its ways. The mind runs in patterns. And those patterns are not easily changed. Unless you work at it, it will remain the same. It will trouble you. It will trouble you continuously. In fact, if you take an extreme example, that of mental illness, it might be easier to understand our condition. Not that we are all mentally ill, but a little bit all of us are. So, if you take the case of people who are actually suffering from mental illness, they'll always tell you, I understand the mind is an object, I am the witness of that, but when the storm arises in the mind, it's impossible to control. And also it's